Resident Oni. It is your Enigma. Happy Friday to every single one of you. I gotta fix my fucking hair. It's in my fucking face. Shouldn't be in my face, but it's in my face anyway. Happy Friday, everybody. Ah, shit. We're malfunctioning. We're malfunctioning. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're good. All right. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. I'm back again with some more Doki Doki Literature Club. This is run number 3. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, but I'm doing this to myself. Let's go. Alright. We're going to load the game up. We're going to set our headset right. We're going to fix this shit because that ain't right. Much better. To this nightmare of a game. Let's go. And as you can see the resident, you can see Oni, you can see Nero in the background. I am your resident Oni. I am the head of the Oniverse. Alright. If you're wondering what that was canned water. I hate how and bubbly this fucking music is, but it's so bubbly! Alright. The Yuri run. We're doing the 3rd run. Put that drink down! It's water! It's canned water! Still water! That's what it's called. I do what I want. I'm a grown-ass man. And I'm dehydrated. Alright, now here's the thing. Obviously, since I've done most of these runs before, I'm just gonna skip through the actual talking portions, because, God, nobody wants to sit through that shit. Happy Friday, buddy! Oh, here comes the glorious fucking first poem of the fucking game. Sorry, excuse me. Got stuck. You ever get that burp that just gets stuck and it won't come out? Oh, excuse me, there it goes. Oh, that's what I forgot. I forgot one important thing. Give me 1 second, and I will fix that. This is the Yuri run. We're going to be playing through all the poetry and doing the poetry for Yuri and all that loveliness. So just give me a minute, and we'll get right into it. Lucky you, it was busy over on my end. See, I did it with a song. No, it was, you know, it was busy, but it wasn't busy to the point where I was like, ah, everybody's scrambling for something, you know? Oh shit. Give me a minute, folks. Nice! Right when it had to go out, that was perfect. I mean, that means it came in perfect timing. It came in clutch. That's them MVP moves, bro. I will give this game one thing. The music's fucking catchy, man. Okay. I think we're all good to go. Let's do this shit. Alright, so we're on to the first poem. When it comes to Yuri, I'm scared about this run. I don't know what's to expect with this run, but we'll figure it out together. Alright, so I have all the words pulled up because at this point let's do the run, the words. That's the only thing I will worry about. Anxiety. Alright. I don't want to play. I don't want to risk my game. I don't want to risk it. It's honestly, I've become to the point where I just don't want to risk it, so I'm nervous with it, you know? With playing Call of Duty. I would love to go back to playing Call of Duty again, but I am nervous about it. Absolutely fucking nervous about it. Let's see here. I don't want to play anything. That's like literally because I've become so paranoid with it. I'm nervous to play anything. That's my problem. I would love to go back and start playing Call of Duty again. But until that shit gets cleaned up, no, you're not going to see me do it. I'm not doing it. Last thing I need to get is screwed out of that. Commercial. Advertisements. As I was saying, like, I'm just paranoid. I really am. Like, I miss playing Call of Duty. I would love to go back and play Call of Duty. I put a good number of hours into Call of Duty. But with the fact of risking my IP address after all the hard work I put into this channel, into the YouTube channel, into all the stuff that I've been working on, I'm scared to risk it. I really am. I'm just nervous to even risk it. That's where I'm personally at. Perfect. Perfect! Oh, hi, Oni. Okay, here we go. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Don't worry, it'll be a little strange for me. They're only going to give big streamers... Hey! Hey, what am I, chopped liver? I mean, good, I'm chopped liver, but shit. I do. I'm just fucking with you. Alright, at least come and hang out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Oni. No problem. I hope this isn't too overwhelming or a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you are not accustomed to it. Oh, wow, like I don't deserve any slack. Damn! Alright, can of water empty. Alrighty, buddy. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you have a great evening. I will see you next time. Alright, we're just gonna skip this part here. Conversation, 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 conversation. Okay. Tied in a book. Sorry, okay. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That looks like the book you gave me, right? Uh-huh. Okay, I wanted to reread some of it myself. Okay. Not for any particular reason. Just... Oh, that was nice of her. She stopped at the bookstore. And bought 2 of them. Yay. Okay, once you start to pick it up, you might not hard pulling down. Very engaging, relatable. No saying. Alright. I don't actually give anything away. Basically, it's about a high school and moves on his long-lost younger sister. Uh-huh. Oh, shit. Shit's bonkers. Gently giggles suddenly. If you're not a fan of the sorting thing, Oni, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I mean, totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive from the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Okay. I challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Strange is right! Okay. What? Don't apologize. She's adorable. I don't care what anybody says. She's adorable. Yuri is adorable. Feeling my thoughts. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I've heard worse. quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah! Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I said that wrong. Apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. Nice. That is reading in company of someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Maybe it's a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Raising the corner of her eyes, I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over, and she's reading from my book instead. So, sorry! I was just... Yuri, you really apologize, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to, sorry. I mean... Here, this should work better, right? I slide my desk closer against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once each leans a bit, okay, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Okay, so we've seen this part before. We've seen this part before, so we're just gonna skip through this part here. I can't skip it either, because we chose the Yuri path. Alright, time to share poems. Here we go. Alright. We're picking Yuri first. As Yuri reads it, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I just say that out loud? He's going to hate me! I really didn't think anything... You really didn't think anything wrong, Yuri? I guess you're right. Am I getting... What am I getting nervous for? She takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Like, you use your imaginary indicated poetry before? Really? We've read this part before. This is all just basic stuff here. And Sayori, then Natsuki, then Monica. If you are not going to take this club serious, then go home. What? Harsh. You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this. You think I'm stupid? Wow! I'm not a writer! Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of your first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you better off trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, right? Anyway, I guess I better share mine now. knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. She's a little brat. Little brat. Like, Ooh, I got words for that midget. Something deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. We've read that part right there. Hole in the wall. The argument about boobs. Valid point. Are you kidding? Damn. Well, the thing is, though, the reality is she's a little douche canoe about it. Wow. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples the poem in her hand and throws it in the trash. She really didn't need to do that. No, absolutely she didn't. She didn't have to act like a little douche canoe, too. I gingerly approach her and sent Jason. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri! How could anyone have gotten frustrated after being How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. You better believe me! I'm believable. Look at his face. Thanks, Oni. You're too kind. I try to be. Sparkling water. We stay hydrated up in here. One more thing. The thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, that thing did not... What thing did Natsuki say? Never mind that. I'm going to make sure... Go make some tea. Go ahead. Make enough for that one person, okay? For more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay. We see that little difference of a storyline here. Next poem. Let's go. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm vibing. Don't judge me. Here we go. Chilling out. Doing more. Do some more. More words. Can't figure them out. So I had to look them up. Don't judge. If you do, we gonna fight. What? Don't mind me, folks. I'm weird. I'm being weird today. It's been a weird day. It's been a good day, but it's just been weird. Alright, next poem day. Blah 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 raggle fraggle blah 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 blah. Ooh. Skipping stuff. Hey, Yuri! Yeah? Ah, suddenly I noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh, no. I was just kind of waiting for you. Oh, if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's anything that makes reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Okay. Stands up and makes her way out of the closet. I follow and watch and retrieve the pitcher on the shelf, kind of filter inside. Can you hold this for a sec? Sure. He hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to go plug it in the teacher's desk and then we'll get some water. We'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the key on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Alright, to my okay. Especially because of her long legs. She's got legs! Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Well, where are you two off to? Yuri's going to make some tea, so... Suddenly I realize how weird it sounds explaining this to Monica. We're just filling up the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell... Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Oni in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Damn! I like Yuri! She out here saying, listen, mofo. I like Yuri. Then let's go, Oni. Ah! Yuri quickly exit the room, and I follow. Yo, she told her she hit the... That's actually kind of funny. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Hold on 1 second. Hold on a second. This is kind of important, sorry, folks. Okay, Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Oni, how come even when I did something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions. We can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Ah, no. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Oni, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Oni, do you like oolong tea? I love... and here's a factual thing about me. The resident Oni likes oolong tea. And that is a true statement. Hold on. Alright, sorry. I love oolong tea, and that's a real life thing, too. Yeah! Anything is fine, very well. Yuri sets the temperature of the kettle for 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins to measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to do, just saying. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri! Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Oni. That's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Oni, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? What? Why is that? It's a bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly because your posture, right? Your posture. All hunched over like that while reading, right? Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. Okay, the chocolate thing. We've seen this part right here before. Alright, tea time, and we're reading, and this is all stuff we've seen before, so we're gonna skip on through. She's reading, she's reading, she's reading, she's reading, she's reading, she's reading. Chocolate! Oh, there we go. I nervously take another hand between my fingers, and this time her eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts the lips, and it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I can feel her hot breath again on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Ah! Ah! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Oni, can you help Yuri put away the tea set, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. Ruiner! Fuck you, Monica! You damn ruiner! I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Okay, she picks up the teacups, I pick up the bag of chocolates, and in the end, we hastily clean up without so much of a word between us. Things were getting hot and steamy at that moment. Ah, fuck, I fucked up! I fucked up. Skipping. Skippity-dipping, because we already done through this already, so now I gotta go through this shit again, because I fucked up! The chocolates, she was eating the chocolates, and they got interrupted by the beach Monica, who's a cock block. Let's see what you've written today. Yuri stares at the poem and with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it, Oni? This might be even better than yesterday's. How do you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. And I really wanted to try and give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share your poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you... Oh. The raccoon. Okay, this is a new poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my windows. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendency as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My suspicions, well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments the phase of my cutting knife very well. The raccoon is taking to follow me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Okay! I mean, it was interesting at first, and then I saw the blood. What? I was a little bit more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. I use the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I usually force to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. So, why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Oni? Well, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other for our individualities. Individuality, be proud of what you are. Even if it's different for sometimes, some things make us uncomfortable. After all, I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Oni. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I feel like look forward to it. It's just it's a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for it. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. And for a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Now we go down the line. That's good. I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. I'm like, what do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding and expressive in anything. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother writing poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. So you stop short all of a sudden. Don't tell me, huh? Like you're not just writing to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know, Yuri would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean looks like I'm in trouble. Somehow I struck a nerve. Though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. As he shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote this for someone else, then don't show it to me. Ouch. Wow. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. She's a little twat. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Yeah, because she's a little twat. Onward to Monica. We read this part again. Okay, this one's good. Feels like you're comfortable with your style. The imagery is better than the last one I read. I'm wondering if you're feeling Yuri's writing style. Talking about Yuri again. She likes totally different person. Picks up the pen. I noticed that too. Okay. Skipping that part. Skipping. We already know about this part. It's talking about bad shit about Yuri. And about the writing styles. Alright. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright colors, okay. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, the endless coffee. We read this already. Skipping to the important shit. Skipping to the important shit. I would walk Yuri home. I mean, given how hard she socialized and turned her down, so... You admitted it, jeez. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. Need you. Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's anything to keep her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. Okay, so we read that part right there. Saying the same stuff, but this time about Yuri. Next person. Here we go. Again. Alright, we're gonna kind of get into our gaming position again. Yo! How we doing? How's the night going? Absolutely! This is run number 3. This is the Yuri run. We're going after Yuri's best girl. And we're working on her words. This is poem number 3 already that we're on. Alright, let's see here. What's the next word we can pick here? My words here so I can read them. Yeah, her words go into like a really dark place, and it's something, that's for sure, but Yuri's words are kind of on the darker side, so No, we did Natsuki already. We did Natsuki run was run number 2. This time we're kind of going in order. The next run will actually be Monica. So that's how we'll be doing the next one. Let's see here. Next word. Absolutely, Yuri is best girl. No ifs, ands, and buts. Yuri is best girl. I can't figure out the next word. I won't lie though, this song bobs though. It's the song is the music to this game is such a vibe, different kind of vibe. One more word. There we go. Yeah, the goal for this game, this whole game, is just to eventually get to the point where I can 100% it and platinum this game. We're just gonna skip the wordings because this is all conversations we've had before. What does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me over her book. She looks away as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize she won't get anywhere like this. I never really seen Yuri approach anyone or to start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little bit easier for me to do. Okay. I was just reading something important. Alright, by now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and I sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot it based on the posture of your expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Hey, if you're not following me on Twitter, go follow my Twitter. I post random shit, random things that I think about throughout the day. It's another step into the Oniverse that you get to see, that not many people get to see. You get to see the real mindset of yours truly, the resident Oni. Your troubles are the only concern of those willing to share that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. Very true, that's not a lie. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's not really that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little bit off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. That's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say anything stupid. Say something stupid. It's not that. I didn't want you to misunderstand. Sarah and I are just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into a little too much, Oni. The world is full of meaning and often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah. So you think that there might be something behind that after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms are on the outside don't always match what's going on the inside of her head. And she may not always know what she wants. And I noticed her strange behavior today too. But I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupied in your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware you were in. Or aware were in you. I can't speak words. That is, I think that she'd be a very fortunate person to have you feeling that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. And I'm a pretty simple guy, which is kind of true about the real me too. I'm a pretty simple fucking person. Literally, you bring me some water, some sparkling water, or some water in general. You bring me some water. You bring me a cup of coffee. You could bring me a cupcake. I'll be the happiest motherfucker on the planet. I'm simple as shit. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, isn't it? I'm like, it is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off of this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. Some time passes. Monica calls out to the club room. Okay, here we go. The usual. Okay, so we're gonna have your read Yuri's as always. Oni, your writing is only improved in the last few days. Every poem you showed me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little nervous even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, it's not the wrong way to put it. This never did come natural to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? She gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got a chance to share my writing. I never thought I would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Oni, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Oni. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing with you, that I really understood what was missing all the time. But I really haven't done anything. You really haven't done anything? No. That's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Oni. I speak too slow. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. If other people don't see that, then screw them. Hell yeah, screw them! I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say, I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? I see that smile! Yuri puts her head in her hands. By this time, Yuri's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructed by an eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows, closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I'm too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me, succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. The ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. That is a good poem. I like that one. I like that one. Why do I like Yuri so... You know what? Yuri is best girl. I don't care. That's it. We're just gonna deem it that way. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poem usually being so cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I was able to explain this one. I'll be able to explain this one. It's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared this with me. Thank you so much. So thank you. and I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge from Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can... this poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? She nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. You know, I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles, and I return to my seat and I put her poem away. We'll read Sayori next. Nice, I guess. Come on. You can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't really worry about that, I think. Okay. We're gonna skip through this part because it's just the whole skipping that part. Natsuki, we've already read these parts. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next! What a little asshat! She's such a little asshole. I fucking hate her. That shit. Hi, Oni. Okay. Alright, your style has gotten so refined, Oni. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much you two spent in the time you spent with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked the whole year. I'm not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience in the way that you talk to her, talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it, myself. You certainly put it in the effort. You really must like her. That's... That's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Well... I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? You know, Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens to her while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now. Okay. Skipping her poem. We've already read this part. Okay, so now we're just deciding on... We're doing all this stuff here. Talking about the club activities. And I'm gonna go with Yuri. I'll probably be most useful helping Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No! I was just saying... Ugh! So you'll be helping Yuri then, Oni. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. Cool. That's great to hear. Natsuki, you'll be able to handle baking yourself. Yeah, she's still a kid, but she acts like a little asshat. Just because she ain't getting her way, I'm like, listen here, you little temper tantrum. You need to calm down. Just calm down. I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that would be just about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Oni. Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. All right. What about Natsuki? Natsuki! What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. It's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I mean, I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Oni picked me, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. So, they go very well with my tea, and nothing that I do in the event will compare to that, so, I get it. I'm kinda surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. Yeah, she's never gonna end up growing up. That's the reality. She's never gonna grow up. She's like literally just constantly stuck in that kiddish phase. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it, and I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already had trouble in the words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Okay, I've already read this part. We've done this part. Trying to be a good friend, good pal, all that good stuff. I hope to see everyone do their best, but with that, there's nothing more in the day. I guess it's time for us all to head home. Okay. Pack up everything, start following Natsuki out, and out the door and chat with each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. I should give you my phone number. I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll stop by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. But it's not like it should matter either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. You underestimate yourself, Oni. I think that will make a very productive team. More moderating, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you were overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way to the door, and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's coming to my house on Sunday. Okay, we're going to skip this part. This is all the usual stuff. It's Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious for Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There it goes. I cracked my elbow. There we go. No doubt she'll open up a little bit more when it's the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club. Okay, we're back onward to this part right here. Checking on Yuri, on Sayori and everything. All the usual shit from Sayori. Okay. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for long? No, I just got here. I just started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. Had I known, I would have reassured you and hurried more over to my house. Okay. Yuri's home! Yuri's at my house! Let's go! I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be a common sense thing to do, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. Ooh, she in my room. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Itchy shoulder. Ooh. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate for you to do. No. It would be really embarrassing for you to for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly have helped you clean. Ah. That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't you like it in there? Don't you? Don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist. Which was in the process of opening the desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts her hands firmly on her lap as making sure, keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that we can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements. You know, mood lightening, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I wanted to help our guests to faraway places. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. I like that. I like that about something. To literally build up that cliffhanger and make them want more. And then reel them in! It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Ah, intense. I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? It makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy. Yeah, I need to be more anxious. No need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles, a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happened to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows with black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, it would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils and herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel the feel it permeate through your body. It's true. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. It takes a moment, but the thin ray of vapors begin to spout through the small hole in the top. Wow, it smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that for? It's jasmine essential oil. The smell is a little sweet and flowery, right? I want to see what's going on here. It's flowery, right? Okay, describes that. I chose jasmine to provide relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps you feel them flow through your body. If you feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily, don't you think that'd be perfect for sharing our poems? Yep. It does sound suitable. You seem to know a lot about this. I trust your opinion about anything. She smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. Again, reaches for her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What's that for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, okay, We're not getting anywhere. Okay, what's it used for? I'm going to make cut pieces of ribbon and hang them in the doorway in the classroom. Then it's fasten paper and ribbon and create doorway curtain. Okay. That'd be cool. Doorway curtain, nice. May attract some... Okay. That's really creative. Can I skip? I can't skip this! This is not exciting! That's so. Well, I suppose more intense than as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me? Or is she relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's just excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Oh, here's a marker, Oni. You can write any character you want. And I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor and the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing the best to manage my bad handwriting. Which is true. I have horrible handwriting in real life, which is funny. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Just making that. The knife is strangely beautiful. The knife, not the silver handle, has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think this is weird. Yuri, whatever it is, there's no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kinda into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship, the feeling of danger, maybe. Well, what am I saying? I don't think I'm weird for this. You don't think I'm weird enough? You're laughing at me. Like, no, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. Well, if it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it's kind of suits you. Suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. And besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. Is it really? Isn't it? It really is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife and I handle facing Nate. I take it and I turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where did you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife on my index finger. Ow! Oni! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. She lowers her head. Her face is burning up. Yuri, it's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. She's out here going wild. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. I'm sure it was a little weird, but it took me by surprise. But I guess she's just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? It might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand, and I lick her index finger in return. Oni! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. She looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil or the air that would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Oni, she giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where did you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It's a tiny cut. Looks like it already stopped bleeding. I see. Well, that's relieving. Tension quickly lifted, and we resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue with the progression on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper... Can I skip yet? Nope. Still can't skip yet. Fuck. Alright. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbon, we lay them all side by side. It looks better than I expected in an effort certain. It looks great. Good thinking in coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I was asking if you could buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items he asked me was paint tablets, was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We need about 6 cups of water and to put each tablet in it. Okay. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. And just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cup too much, it will be diluted. Okay. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to grab small bathroom cups rather than full-size cups. I put them in a plate and I bring them back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come and see Yuri unrolling her sleeve. Quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. She did not! She did not do that in my room! She did not do what I think she did in my damn room. Your face is a little red. It isn't too hot in here or anything, right? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismissed me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets and dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we could do something simple like that would be very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Start with the color of sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, then nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. Then we can hang it on the wall behind the podium in front of the classroom. Okay. My phone is going off a lot right now. Anyway. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me, if you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on the opposite sides and we don't get in each other's way. Yuri uses the brushes, adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as the color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on the banner with the watercolors feels like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Ah. I'm sorry if this feels childish. No, I didn't mean it like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment and thinks to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel better and a bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about the anime and games, or simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner and grabs an unused paintbrush. I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kya! So sorry! Yuri reels back and quickly lifts her head in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. You just startled me, that's all. Okay. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. No, it's not your fault. It's your face. There's droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a towel and I dampen it with hot water. I return to the room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, that face. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel. Ah. Is there something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. I finished, and I start retracting my hand. Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she's reading her books. It's almost as if she's lost in a daze enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine? Uh-oh. Yo, she out here giving the eyes. She's giving the eyes! Giving me this dizzy feeling. Yuri her gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sent a tingling sensation through my arm. Suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine. It was just than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. Oh, come on! That was the moment! That was the moment! Fuck, man! Moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again. Her movement seems clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the events that had just inspired. I hesitantly retrieve my brush and continue following Yuri's example. And that should do it. I finished filling the night sky in white dots that look like stars. The banner and the whole thing looks natural look. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true. But won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it'd be best to leave it here. Then you can bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew! You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Oh no, that's not it. It's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little more concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping to get a little extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping that we would have more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. It's not your fault at all. The important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Yuri packs her bags and I walk her to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like to go out much. I stumble over my own words and Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so. You're very thoughtful, Nero. Oni. I keep calling myself Nero because I'm thinking of Nero. Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even know. I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri pulls back. Sayori! Ah! Hi, Oni. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Oni. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it was nice to see you. Oh, Sayori, you cock block! Such a blocker! I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. We'll have to get. We're gonna get together at the festival tomorrow. So that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori. Skipping! You will always be my dearest friend. I might have done fucked up. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything. I reassured her. Funnily enough, this is the day. Okay, so we're on to the day of the actual festival. So, I probably feel the same way, Natsuki, about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over and I can spend time with Yuri, Sayori, and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will go well too. Oni! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought Yuri would have been here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each desk in the classroom. It must be the ones she prepared to have all the poems we were performing. In the end, I found a random poem online I thought Monica would like, and I submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. She overslept again, that dummy. You'd think on a day born like this, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but suddenly I remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing that nearly that simple for her. I only said it because of the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Nero. Oni! Yeah, Nero, take responsibility for her. Anyway, keep fucking that up, so I might as well just fucking keep going, shall I? Alright, I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday, you kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange. Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. I'm stammering and embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly? How I basically turned down her confession? Makes me seem like a really bad guy here. Okay, we're gonna skip that part a little bit. Oni. Hold on. Where's the poem? Let me go back and read the poem! Fuck, I fucked up. What's wrong? Nothing. The poem is completely different from anything that Sayori normally has written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to wake up Sayori, so... Alright. Try not to take too long, okay? No. This is the part... I quickened my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal. At least wait for her or help wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they always have been. And that's all she needs. And I want to give her. That's all what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and I knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She's a really heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Is that a little bit more something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside of Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? She really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh, it's happening again. Say, ah! Still every time. Oh, it's the static. Oh, that's so fucked. So fucked. Absolutely fucked. 50 Shades of what the fuck? Every time. What the hell, the usual what the hell's blah blah blah. The end. Or is it? It's not. That's our save. We got the Yuri ending, so there we go. So, we're cutting this in half here. So, I know, right? The Sayori, no! Every single time. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to call tonight's stream here because I've almost been going for about 2 hours now. I'm going to call my stream here for tonight. Again, we're going to continue with the other half of the Yuri run the next time I play this game. But for now, I'm going to call my stream here. I want to thank you all for joining me. I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow, probably. I don't know what we'll be playing, but we'll be playing something. As always, I am your Resident Oni. I am your Enigma. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I am signing off. Good night, everybody! See you guys tomorrow.